I'm just saying, it's relay month. What else can we say? As most of you know, if you're ever around in McGee and in Simpson County, Relay for Life is one of the biggest fundraisers and most fun fundraisers that we have in our county. But on the serious note, it's not all fun and games. It is an organization that is banded together to help raise money for cancer research and also to help people in our area too. And today I have with me Sharon Barnes, who is one of the honorees this year at the Relay for Life. They have 3 and she's one of them. And I do have to tell you this now. Sharon is very special to me because I have known her forever. I won't tell you necessarily how I've known her forever. It would make no, but she is a born and raised Simpson County girl, McGee girl. She has worked at Boswell for 30 years. And when they came to me and they said that Sharon was one of the honorees, I was like, no, I don't think so. She's cured. And you know, I don't always remember, so I'm just like, okay. So when Sharon came, I asked her right off, I said, why are you an honoree? And that's what I want to ask you again. Why are you an honoree?
Well, 17 years ago, I had breast cancer for the first time. And then about November 2010, it came back.
Okay, wait a minute. Did you have a mastectomy?
Yes, I had double mastectomy plus implants.
So you're telling me that if you have a mastectomy, there is still a, well, of course there's still a chance. You got it.
Yeah, still a chance. Well, as my doctor would tell you, it's very strange. It's not often that they see it, but it has happened. Of course, it happened because it happened to me.
Isn't that the way it goes?
Yes, I'm one of those few people that it's happened to, and yes, it happened.
Well, if it's not too personal for me to ask, did they find it and did you get sick? Did they find it in a routine exam? And if you'd rather not answer that, because I did put you on the spot with that.
It's fine. I actually found it myself.
You knew something wasn't right.
Yes, like always, I'm in the tub taking my bath, you know, just kind of pampering myself, and I kind of reached up in my chest and there was a little knot, and it wasn't there like the day before. And I'm like, nah, this can't be, you know, something got to be wrong.
I would have been the same way.
Of course, it kind of bothered me, and I called my sister, and she said, "Oh, girlie, nothing wrong with you," you know, because in her mind, she was thinking too, you know, it can't be.
You cured, and we're not having it any other way.
You've been you're 18, almost 18 years free, but we decided that we'd just go ahead and get it checked out, and she called some friends, a couple of favorites of friends, and he did a biopsy and came back and told me it was cancerous.
Okay, in that situation, what do they do? Do they do another mastectomy?
No, they just actually went over the implant where it was located, so my left side, over my implant. They just went in there. The first time they did it was in was November, I think I'm not mistaken, November 7th, and they just took it out and did a biopsy. And after that, they went back in and went a little further and got a little more out.
Did you have to have any kind of radiation or any kind of treatment following that?
Yes, I had chemo, but no radiation. My oncologist was very good. She was very smart, and she said, "If you don't mind, I would like to take this to one of my meetings." And she said, "This is strange." And I'm like, "Hey, go ahead. Everybody else,
I've always been strange.
you know, everybody else uses me, you know, okay." But they came back and they recommended that I get the highest dose of chemo because of my age and because of the second time around that my body could take, and I did. And they gave me what they call the Red Devil, and it was pretty rough. But you know, with God and my family, I made it through.
I cannot tell you how much I admire you. Of course, she's always been one of my favorite people. Now, I will have to tell you that. But I can't imagine being faced with that again after I thought I was cured. I mean, I might think it was going to come somewhere else. That would have been my
like
thing.
I would tell everybody, I never thought I would die with cancer. It'd be something else. But after facing it 2 times, I think the Lord said, "Okay, you had enough of that. You know,
Move it on."
Yeah, tell your story, get it out there. You know, be a witness for somebody else. But I think that, you know, this is going to be it for me.
Isn't that something? I hope you will realize that as a male or female, in this
Yes.
case with breast cancer. Men can have breast cancer, and a lot of people don't think that, but it is the truth. But also, if you have had cancer, and in this case breast cancer, that you continue to check yourself anywhere, and if there is something suspicious, to follow through with it. I admire you for coming
Thank you.
forward, and I am so glad that our committee decided to honor you
Thank you very much.
because you are well worth being honored.
Well, thank you.
I'm
Thank
telling you, you've walked a road,
Yes,
a tough road.
And if I can mention this, that I have 6 sisters and 1 brother, and 5 of us had breast cancer.
Really?
5 girls.
But did your mother?
Nope. And I'm a father. My grandparents did, and aunts and on my both sides of my family did. My parents' side did. But as 5 girls, we all had breast cancer. And so far, Lord bless us, we just had 1 that died. Will be 3 years in July, but we're still all living, and we're still all good, and we still thank God for everything He's done.
I think there's so much to do with hereditary.
Yes.
And I really do. And if it's anywhere in your family, it's something you need to watch, because the thing is, you can be healed.
Yes.
And if you will follow and be aggressive with your care, there is definitely a future.
It's most likely.
A wonderful future.
A wonderful.
Relay for Life is Friday night, April the 25th. It's going to be held at the Magee Sportsplex. The survivors reception and registration is at 6 o'clock. The program actually begins at 7. There will be a $2 charge this year. We also will have the luminaries and the lights of hope, or whatever they call. I call them the UFOs.
Yes.
That's what I call them. That's the first time they had them, I thought they were UFOs. That starts at 10 o'clock. And I'm going to tell you something. If you're not going to anything, you need to come down there and see those sky lanterns go off. They're just, you can be out on the highway and you can see them. It's fantastic. Cancer is heavy in Simpson County. We are one of the top dogs, which is a shame,
Yes.
but we are. We need money for research, and we need money to keep people like Sharon going forward and
Yes,
people
we do.
looking for it. And I hope we'll see you Friday night at the Sportsplex on April the 25th. Thank you.